I think we just put in the work at practice. I think our team chemistry and the energy is so high right now, and even though we didn't have the outcome we wanted, we worked so hard in both of those games, and just carrying that over and hoping for a better outcome. I think going into it, I just knew that it's been such a long time coming to have this experience again. So going in, I was just looking for a good time, honestly. I've got to give props to my team because hitting that, getting the 2 runs. I don't remember the hit as much as I remember hearing my dugout behind me. It was just such an exciting experience.
Also able to throw out a runner stealing, that's a good feeling as a catcher. Talk about that play too.
That's a catcher's goal, to throw that runner out, and there's nothing, quite like that. And having Leslie out there catching it for me, that was such a big deal, and I love having her out there. It was a really big play for us, and I know that just having it happen in the first game back for the season was definitely really important to me.
So we've been really picking up the slack and picking up where we left off last week. We've been making sure to make our adjustments that we need to do, so when we have the momentum, we just keep it going for our games.
And you were a big difference maker in the second game against Regis. You hit your first home run as a Yellowjacket. Take me through that at bat. What were you looking for, and what pitch did you get to hit?
So the way when I go up to bat, I'm always just aggressive, and I just assume every pitch is a strike. And so by the time it came to the final pitch, I had a full count. I knew that she was going to be throwing me a strike, and it looked like it was right down the middle. She was just really desperate to get a strike, and I just played it off well.
What was that like, kind of circling the bases and feeling that feeling of your first home run in an MSUB uniform?
It was great. I mean, it's definitely different in a pandemic where my teammates aren't there, but I could see them cheering from the dugout, and it was just a great experience.
Yeah, the team's really excited this year. I think we have our most home games we've ever had in Billings, so the girls are pretty excited for it coming up. We're just hoping that weather holds off.
Yeah, talk about how you're going to build off of last week's games. Not the final results that you wanted, but it was good to just get the team back out there and see them actually play.
Yeah, I think last week we had a lot of jitters coming back, thinking about what these girls have gone through over the last year, all culminating into one day. I think there's just a lot of emotion. So I think now that they've got their first game jitters out, we're going to come out. We've really been working on some more pressure situations this week, offensively and defensively. Yeah, Leslie just likes to go all out no matter what it is. She did a really great job this last weekend coming up in that first at bat, and it was a nice jump start after losing a close game in the first one. For her to come out in the first inning and put us on the board, especially with the home run to deep center field there, it was a little further than our fence, so it was exciting to watch. Taylor's been working really hard throughout the last year and a half on her swing, and it's really starting to show in the games, which has been amazing. Last year when we got cut out at Simon Fraser, she came in big for us in a couple of games, so it was really nice to see her to continue that into these games this last weekend.
I would like to say that I lead more by example. And I was pretty shy back in last season, but now that I've gotten to know everyone and gotten comfortable, I've been making sure to step in that leadership role. And while I'm not a verbal leader, I make sure to show by example.
I think Leslie really brings that kind of steady energy to the team. You can always look at her and she's going to have your back and she's always ready to go. And I think Taylor brings a little bit more of that upbeat energy that the team needs to see, especially from the catcher. It's always nice to look back there and see someone so positive like Taylor is, which is really great for the team all around.
Well, it's definitely been different, and we've just been making sure we've been extra cautious and making sure we're all being safe, but we've adjusted well, and I think now that it's been over a year now, we are comfortable with the change, and we're just going to keep moving with it.
I just want us to play good competitive softball. I think still getting into that, we only had 2 games. There's still a little bit of that. It's early in the year. Not having fall games kind of affected that too. So we just want to treat these more like season games rather than fall games and come in and be competitive early.
I definitely think our major goal right now is to make sure we make those adjustments up to bat, make sure we do it early in the game, and once we get momentum started, we just keep it going.
Yeah, I think it's been hard. Last week wasn't what we wanted, the outcome, but I think we're ready and we've put in the work this week, so we're definitely ready to come out and have our first home games.